The NBA on Monday night. Think, Greg, in the middle of a season like this, what possible road bumps could teams run into?
Well, I think it's important that players not fall into that trap of looking too far ahead, right? This is when it's important for a team to stay focused and be in the moment. These are the dog days of the season.
Now the starting group for Orlando. The guard pair form will be Suggs and Bane. Down low, it's Banchero and Carter. And it's Wagner in at the 3 slot. Allen with the screen for Mobley. And it's Allen slamming it down.
You see how quick Allen moves in these situations, which makes him a perfect pick-and-roll partner.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. Coach and I talked about the development of Franz Wagner since entering this league. And he said he was someone we watched early on. Even though he didn't end up on our team, the way he's added to his game is incredible. It says a lot about the kind of work ethic that he has. Guys?
All right, Allie, thank you. And with the goal of improving offensively, Stan, the Magic have made some moves.
Well, this is a team that hasn't been inclined to make many trades in the past. But with the young star talent they possess comes the urgency to win now.
And here are the Cavaliers. Inside, Mitchell. The shot, no good. Suggs with some nice defense. Stolen by Mitchell. For the 3. Carter pulls it in. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Carter with a screen on Mobley. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. The Magic again can't hit. Melo on the wing. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Tyson. Offensive rebound. Nails the baby hook.
And that's just opportunistic basketball. Mobley carving out space and then cashing in on the second chance opportunity.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Okay, everyone. Look who's running onto the court. Your Cavs powerhouse dance team.
Anthony Black's checked in for Orlando. Here's a look at some of the stats for Donovan Mitchell.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
Outside, Bane. Pass to Carter. Here's Black. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. Last game for Cleveland, they picked up the win against the Magic. And here is Allen. Loads it up there for Mobley. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And went up and pulled it down. Mobley soaring.
And so Wagner will bring it up for Orlando. Trailing by 5. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots, but on that occasion, it was few and far between.
Yeah, they had a hard time getting the looks they wanted on offense, and it's hard to get a win when that's the case.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Rebound by the Magic. And Greg, what stands out most about Donovan Mitchell's game?
I think it's his consistency. He's a fearsome scorer pretty much since he set foot in the league. And with his pull-up game, he can get his shot off against anyone.
And here is Mobley after Paolo Banchero made that last three-pointer.
Sometimes basketball is a simple game. Get that ball to Evan Mobley inside, and good things will happen.
Now, here's Banchero. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Cleveland.
Yeah, plus he got himself to the line. Playing aggressive, pushing the action.
Now Mitchell. After the missed three from Desmond Bane. Allen passes to Mitchell. Launches it. Sinks the triple. Mitchell's got 5.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
The Magic trail by 7. Pass to Banchero. Shoots over Mobley, and it's Banchero missing.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
Here's Mobley, and Mobley throws it down.
Making it look easy. Mobley using that size at the rim.
Payne for 3. And it's Tyson with the rebound. Tyson's got 5 rebounds tonight. And Merrill has it in the corner. Evan Mobley getting it done for Cleveland. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll return shortly. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Cleveland.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
They've got Porter. Wade out there at Bryant. Then there's Hunter. And it's Ball in at the 2-guard spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Here's Black. Hasn't made one yet. Here's De Silva. Just 5 on the clock. Itanze.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of those.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. The Cavaliers are making noise. Point guard Darius Garland said the brand of basketball that we play is super exciting, super fun. A lot of threes, a lot of alley-oops, a lot of dunks. And we play really hard on both ends of the floor. It's been a winning recipe. Guys, back over to you.
Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Now Wade, after the missed 3 from Desmond Bane. Ball kicks to Bryant. Porter passes the ball. Fires from deep. They get it back. Another shot. Here's Bryant, and Bryant throws it down.
Super work on the boards. Boy, they really want to put their foot down on him now.
Yeah, and once you've got him on the ropes, Greg, just keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of hope.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's going to take his chance to talk to his guy.
You see yourself on the screen, and you show us the best move. Let's see those moves. You need dance lessons.
making a change here. And GA, a lot of the best defensive teams in the league have some stout zone looks they can go to. Where do those in a game come in handy?
I mean, often it's a way of challenging opponents to make perimeter shots, but also you want to show different looks just to kind of disrupt the rhythm of a team's offensive flow.
Now, here's Suggs. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Here's Banchero, 9-point game. Payne for three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Baines got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Pass to Mobley. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Fires from the wing. The rebound by Batadze.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Now, Banchero.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation.
And now a look at Donovan Mitchell. The past month has been surreal. 9th in steals, and his playmaking ability, unquestioned. One of the top 15 assist men in our league.
And talk about being top 10 in steals. I love his jumping the passing lanes and then stealing away your dribble. And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
Coming onto the floor is your Andrew Hutchins.
Change here. Allen's checked in. Orlando also making some changes. De Silva's checked in. And Wagner's subbed in for Bane. The Cavaliers leading by 6. There's a minute 47 left in the first half. And here's Mitchell from the arc. And Merrill has it in the corner for 3. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
And it's Banchero missing.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
They get the rebound. Here's Mobley. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. The Magic trail by 6. Black kicks to Suggs. Banchero outside. Pass to Suggs. Here's De Silva. No good from outside. Now here's Allen. A kick out to Mobley. Allen dishes to Mobley. Here's Merrill. Drills the three-pointer. Merrill's got the lead up to 9 now for the Cavs.
And he found a perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Outside, Suggs. Pass to Banchero. It doesn't go for him.
I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
And so it's Cleveland in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And we'll be right back after this.
Fans, please direct your attention to the second quarter. And get ready for the fan half-court shot drums. They're measuring up the shot. Let's hear it for the participants.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out.
And you know, for that matchup with the Heat, this looks like a complete toss-up to me. Talent level is similar. These games often come down to a few key plays.
And if that's the case, we'll see who has the better closers tonight. And now taking a look at that first half action, it was a less than ideal start for the Magic.
I mean, it's pretty simple. More rebounds, more opportunities. Right now, they're getting crushed on the glass, Shaq.
From where I'm sitting, I don't see the energy, and I do not see the effort.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Evan Mobley has been sensational.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
That's certainly what I'd do. Until the defense shows they can stop him, ride the hot hand.
Cleveland leading by 9. Checking out the group for Jamal Mosley to start the second half. Wagner is in the front court alongside Banchero. The guard pair form will be Suggs and Bane. And it's Carter in at the 5 down low. Here's Merrill. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
An outstanding defensive big man, Wendell Carter, stands 6'10", and Stan, he has a 7'4" arm span.
Yeah, Kevin, I think his length really bothers people and is deceiving. When you're first looking at him, he looks like almost an undersized center, but in fact, with that wingspan, he's not, and he is so disciplined and fundamentally sound as a defender. He's one of the best in the league.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the Cavaliers want Evan Mobley to rip and run. Coach Kenny Atkinson said with him pushing it in transition, he's just scratching the surface. You see him handle the ball sometimes and you're like, man, this guy is a point guard. Back to you.
Yeah, but tremendous skill level. Allie LaForce with that report. Great job as always, Allie, thanks. And it's the Magic with the ball. The Cavaliers making the shot. Outside, Bane. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And they continue to control the glass.
Mitchell passes to Allen. Banchero against Mobley. Let's go. Orlando grabs the miss. Carter's got 4 rebounds now tonight. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Banchero for 3. The rebound by Merrill.
They haven't found their rhythm here in the third, missing 4 of their first 5 attempts.
Cleveland moving it around and stolen by Wagner. To the paint, here's Suggs. Mitchell comes up with the rebound. The Cavaliers leading by 9. Wound up there for Allen. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And you could see Allen's eyes light up when he saw the opportunity for that alley-oop and finishing it off in style.
Now, here's Wagner. Still without a basket.
His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here on free throw coming up. The Cavaliers shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
And Cleveland making a change here. Porter's checked in, and a switcher also for Orlando. Anthony Black's checked in for Jalen Suggs. And in 2028, Cleveland poised, GA, to welcome the WNBA's 16th franchise.
Reviving the name and branding of the Cleveland Rockers, one of the W's inaugural teams that folded back in 2003, soon back on stage after a quarter-century hiatus.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Pass to Tyson. Lots of room, and he gets the jumper to drop. Tyson's got 5 points so far.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different. Putting that pass right in his stride, didn't have to slow up, and was able to complete the play.
Porter passes to Allen. Here's Tyson. To the inside, Mobley, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Ball comes in for Sam Merrill. Throw good, Mobley.
And to me, Evan Mobley seems like a fast learner. He adapted to the league play pretty seamlessly and is always looking for little ways to improve.
Now, here's Wagner. Nothing on the board. Ball against Bane. Ball kicks to Mobley. It's Porter outside. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Bane passes to Wagner. Up top, Bane. He's covered by Ball. Bane against Ball, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Such a hard worker. Bane was ready for any physicality that came his way.
The Magic shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
Free throw good, Bane.
Well, Bane has worked so hard to get his game where it is today.
Suggs, he's checked in for Wagner. And Bane drops them both.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Now Hunter. He has yet to score. With 1 on the clock. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Cleveland. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We come back right after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his team.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. The wing set for him, Mitchell and Hunter. Then it's Porter. Then there's Wade. And it's Tomlin in at the power forward position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. The Magic trail by 15. Here's De Silva. Out left to the wing. Outside, Suggs. And the 3 ball is good.
And you know, Suggs seems to be shooting it with more confidence now, especially from deep.
Pass to Wade. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Hunter for 3. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic here in the fourth quarter. Their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Now, here's Banchero. Here's Black. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Pass to Tomlin. Now Hunter. Takes a 3. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Back the pass to Suggs. Now Batadze. And Banchero outside. No good on the triple.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Good on the shot. And the Cavaliers lead by 14.
And loving the strategy. Even though you're well ahead, you want to stay in attack mode.
Yeah, you got to keep going at him. You don't want to leave any hope for a comeback.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Courtside reporter Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. He asked his team to take in the moment, saying, this is what it's all about, guys. This is why we work so hard and why we love this game. Embrace it. Back to you guys.
Allie, thank you so much. Carter with it. Here's Bane. Puts up a 3. Mitchell rips down the rebound.
Yeah, it's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game.
Now Allen. Outside Mobley. 5 on the clock. Now Mitchell from outside, and there's the 3.
You got to chase Mitchell out of the corner, or he will drain those all night.
Now Banchero. Misses the 3. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Now Mobley. Allen, a screen on Suggs. Shot's good by Mitchell.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Here's Banchero for 3.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Again, Mitchell missing. The Magic trail by 20.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Cleveland.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Donovan Mitchell.
And he found a way to leave his mark on every facet of the game. His activity and energy were huge factors.
And here now, the Cavaliers. After Paolo Banchero misses from long range. And slam dunk by Allen.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. And now, our player of the game, Donovan Mitchell.